Welcome to Friday team call. Let's get this going. Look at that. We got the Browns. Stacy Love got the Browns going.
I don't know about this Cowboys thing.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Hey, what jersey does Brandon have on? I see a green. What is that? You got a jersey on, Brandon Hagel? No.
No jersey. Maybe jersey. No jersey.
He's got a baby.
All right. That's right. Got dad jersey. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Let's jump into some Friday team call announcements. Let me get the screen share going here. If I can get on the right page, slideshow, and share this. I got to figure out a different way to do this music thing and slideshow thing, so I'm not having to bounce back and forth here. All right. Whoop. Hang on a second. I'm on the wrong page. Hang on.
Hey, I see Spencer Cushion in the house.
Yeah, but he's going to have that Commanders stuff on.
Don't get him started. Do not get him started on Commanders.
I want to hear him get started.
All right, let's try this again.
Were y'all talking about me? Did I hear something about Commanders? That first of all, let's get it straight. That name doesn't exist. I'm old school, so we're gonna go back to the originators. So I have no Commanders gear. Did not sell. I'm still a Redskin fan. My family gives me a ton of you know what over that. But you know what? Not gonna change.
You could buy the team if you want.
Oh, I see him raising his shirt level, and I didn't see that star on his chest.
I know.
Just now. Okay. All right. I see where this is going.
Yeah. Well,
Spencer, we should have known.
I should have. I should have.
See, this was not what I was waiting for.
What's that?
all this team unity goes out the window as soon as everybody starts putting on jerseys.
Oh yeah, all the football bantering. This is what I came here for today. That's it.
Yeah. Let's go. All right. Sorry,
right.
You guys. I heard that, so I had to cut in. So apologize.
No. That's good. That's good. That's the whole reason we wanted to get this nice, friendly banter and then slowly descend into shouting match. So we're headed that way. All right, gang. Let's hit some leaderboards for the month of October. Man, we had a great month, and several of you on the call had monster months. So hats off to everybody. Let's hit top 10 for the agency. Mark Lopez had $9,372 APV. Wendy Cox had $9,641. Eric Sullivan, $11,468. Donna Bates, $12,207. Jenny Gray, $13,097. Sydney Lee moving up the leaderboards, $14,850. Stacy Love, another solid month, number 4, $15,024. Stella Dinwiddie leading from the front as always, $18,214. Joanna Doiben, $19,802. Number 1 for the month, Mr. Spencer Cushion, not the commander, but Mr. Spencer Cushion himself, $31,119. Great job, Spencer. And for app count,
Congratulations, Spencer.
Thank you, Stella.
Yeah, great job. That is a monster month, gang. Kimberly Einerwald had 8 applications. Eric Sullivan had 9. Sydney Lee had 10 applications. Jenny Gray had 12. Donna Bates had 13. Lionel Anderson, 14 applications. Stella Dinwiddie, 14 applications. Joanna Doiben, 16 applications. Stacy Love, 18 applications. Mr. Spencer Cushion, 24 applications. Ladies and gentlemen, that can mean one and only one thing. Our Golden Chicken Award winner for the month of October, Mr. Spencer Cushion, will be getting some of that fine poultry golden hardware in
Hey,
his
Chris,
mailbox.
I wanted to let you know the last one that I got laid a bunch of eggs out in the backyard. So go ahead and make your make a donation to your favorite charity in behalf of my chicken, because that chicken will not behave itself.
It's hopefully in golden eggs. You get a
Yes,
golden
it's
chicken
golden.
laying a golden
It's golden.
Hey, that's awesome. That's why you get $30,000 a month. You get a golden chicken. So this is a target for everybody watching now. Month of November, get you a golden chicken and start earning those golden eggs. So, all right, moving on. Base shop for the month of October, we had John Paul Vetter at 192,527. The Menefee base shop 58,791, and Stella Dinwiddie agency 39,174. Strong months across the board, gang. App count: John Paul Vetter agency 180 apps, the Menefee agency base shop 56 apps, and the Dinwiddie agency 33 apps. New riders for the month of October, we had Sean Harden, Oscar Sordo, Esperanza Jenkins, Vivian Velez, Philip Pavleka, Gary Bullard, and Patrick Jones. Menefee agency for the week. So this is as of last week, and this is as of last night. So I know there was a lot of business coming in this morning, but making sure we get leaderboards ready and doing the extra editing and stuff that we're trying to do to make this presentation more visually appealing. We're now pulling those on Thursday night. So any business that came in this morning will not be reflected, but we have until midnight today for business to be counted for the week. So I know several of you have got strong weeks lined up, or strong Fridays, excuse me, lined up to finish out your week. So we will, as always, Monday be putting out our Fearless Friday list for those who write business, and make sure we acknowledge that. So for the week so far, master agency, 52 applications, $56,600. Obviously, that leaves the month to date as the same as it's the first week. 26 writers so far. And agency owner breakdown, we have the Vetter agency, $42,218. The Menefee base shop at $8,086, and the Dinwiddie agency at $62.95. And again, this is as of last night, so I know a lot of business is still flowing in today. Those numbers will be going up. Top producers in reverse order so far for the week, we have Cindy Washington, one application, $4,172. Stella Dinwiddie leading from the front as always, 3 applications, $4,498. John Paul Vetter, 3 applications, $4,645. Donna Bates, number 2 for the week, 4 applications, $5,058. And shout out to Donna. She's had some family stuff going on this week, still able to go out and do a $5,000 week. So hats off to you, Donna, and say a quick prayer for her and her family as they maneuver through some stuff. I'll not go into detail, but they are texting with her last night. Things are looking pretty good, but always, there's sometimes some challenges we face in life, and they went through that a little bit this week. So prayers and thoughts for Donna if you can today. Number 1 writer so far for the week, Stephanie Stubbs, 2 applications, $6,210. Key leaders, we have Gina Gray, 7 applications, $5,439. That's for her team. Eric Sullivan, 6 applications, $4,763. And Joanna Doiben, 4 applications, $2,004. New writers, we have 1 new writer, Amber Allen. Announcements, Quilty digital lead orders. We keep this in front of you because, guys, this is the future of this industry, and that's digital leads. And with the switchboard system that we have in place now, instant access to leads, but also instant response. So leverage this. I've been talking to several of you, the DX leads, digital leads in Quilty. This kind of all falls in this category, but if you're looking for a great price point, those are, I think, $9 a lead right now. And hey, that's a lot of value there. You can get a lot of those leads in that price point. So take advantage of that. Standing lead orders, always encouraged. That just ensures that you're guaranteed to get leads every week. And again, keep in mind, this is a business, so you want to have inventory in your business, fresh inventory every week to make sure that you're getting the results that you want. You heard on the national call, the dialer plus, they're calling it, or the premium dialer is being launched. I'm not going to try to go through all this. Obviously, there's a lot of moving pieces here, but if you go into HQ, as soon as you log on, this will be popping up. Go in and read about it. There are a lot of added features that they are putting in it's really a very good benefit. And if you want to sign up for that, I went in and had a little bit of trouble figuring out where to go do that. So I sent in a request to the help desk. So if you go into chats, and in the top right corner in your chats and switchboard, excuse me, if you go to chats and switchboard, top right corner, you'll see the dialer, and there should be like a little crown. If you click on that, that will open up an order window where you can go ahead and add that in. $27 a month, again, with the features that you get added. That's there's a lot of value there, in my opinion. Obviously, work smarter, not harder, as they say. Jeremy Minor training, guys. If hopefully all of you have been plugging into this, because this is top shelf training, and this is the future of our sales system, gang. So especially those, well, I shouldn't say especially those, everybody should be plugging into this, because this is where our company is heading. Scripts will be coming out here probably 2 to 3 weeks from now. They will be reflecting this style. So go back, obviously keep plugging into the weekly trainings, but go back and watch those recordings. And more importantly, I still strongly encourage, guys, I'm a strong proponent of signing up for his advanced level training. We're going to keep that discount open a little bit longer, but I have a feeling that won't be much longer. A slightly under $600 investment, but whatever level you're at, even if you're a top performer right now, all the way to a brand new agent, $600 investment. But they've got people in our industry who go from writing $3,000 to $5,000 a week to $30,000 a week is not unheard of, and is actually very, very realistic. And I just strongly believe that this sales system is top shelf. So plug into that, gang. The very minimum, get into all this training. But I think if you're serious about this business and about your success in your business, commit to going high level in this. FIF resets, they have moved that training, new FIF resets 101, so that kind of that beginner call to Thursdays at 3 p.m. So make sure you note that on your calendar. FIF, another powerful tool, guys. Be leveraging that. Financial information form is what that stands for, and that is part of our data hub that not only allows you to keep track of everything that's going on with your clients as far as their information, but also brings in home office and all the tools that we have, debt-free life, the retirement specialist, and leverage all that. Sales Cycle 101. So this is a training that they're launching on November 15th. Justin Finney, some of you have had opportunity to work with him, guys. He is a top level trainer. I've been very impressed with the material that he's put out, and have not done one of his trainings, but I've studied on several of the calls that he has done, because most of the training he does is kind of on entry level, getting started up. And so again, if you're wanting to be successful in this business, sometimes that means you got to invest in yourself. And so they're putting these courses together. It looks like it's $175, guys, for a 6-week course. That is pennies, compared to what you can earn in this business, in this industry. So strongly encourage you to plug into that. So you see agent level, brand new, licensed, even if you haven't written a policy, or if you're a new writer and you just feel like, hey, I haven't quite got the wheels turning yet, plug into this. This is a good one. Key leader and above. So this is starting on the 16th. And again, Justin Finney. Now, this, I'm not going to go through the details on this, because I think it's, I was talking with Ash earlier. I think maybe they they have accidentally copied some of the information over from the Sales 101 because it looks very, very similar. Because it's more, this is going to be more about starting that agency development, making that agency run. So if you feel like you're wanting to get to the next level on team building, and again, I'm not even sure their week 1 through week 5 agenda here is accurate, but anyway, it's going to be a good course. So take advantage of that as well. Symmetry Fall Blitz. This is a huge leverage for those of you building an agency, or maybe you're new to the agency and you want to kind of get around the heat, so to speak. Look for one of these in your area and go to that. Recruit to these. Make sure that as you're bringing people on, keep an eye on where that recruit lives, and look and see if there's going to be an event in their area. I will tell you, I am slated to be at the 11/14 event in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So if you have anybody in the Midwest, you want to drive to that meeting, would love to connect with them, meet with them. If you have anybody going to any of the others, let me know. If I am going, or if I'm not going, I may go ahead and go to one of those, or reach out to somebody else on the team. I know Scott's going to several. Jacob's at a bunch of them, and so we'll have resources that we can plug them into. So take advantage of this, gang, and especially those of you who are building a team. Make sure you're pushing your people to these meetings. This is hugely advantageous for them getting started in this business, but advantageous for you helping people get up and really get the vision. That's what these meetings are all about, is getting around the campfire. Sports Factor, we keep this in front of you. Guys, this bonus is just a phenomenal opportunity to give yourself a raise if you're starting out the 70% contract all the way up through 85, plus 10% bonus. Keep that in mind, and be shooting for these as long as they're making this available. Champions Cup, that's still anybody's race. I mean, this goes through December 31st. So as you grow and develop your business and become better and better, keep an eye on these leaderboards, guys. This is still anybody's race to get plugged into. The Foresters DFL IBC league credit still going on for those of you who are getting or will be getting your DFL certification. Keep an eye on this one. This Make-A-Wish event, guys, this has been really fun. For those of you who haven't been around this before, obviously our company, has an environment of helping others, of making a difference, making an impact. And so we've partnered with Make-A-Wish now for several years, and Make-A-Wish, obviously, grants wishes to kids who have serious illness. Could be sending them to events, sending them on trips, giving them giving them experiences. So it's just really a cool event. And guys, we raise a lot of money every year. So be a part of this. Put that on your calendar, November 16th, this virtual event. Make sure that you're on. Block out, let's not run any appointments during this time. Block that out, jump on, see what we're doing on a higher level. Not everything's about business and generating money. Sometimes it's about stopping and taking time to focus on those people that you can impact around you, and specifically these kids that are going through some struggles in their families as well. Last but not least, okay, we've been having a lot of fun. This just started up here in the last couple of weeks, but the book club that Miss Stella Dinwiddie has started, and so appreciative of her for taking this on, and really right out of the gate coming up with one of the best books to review. The 5 Voices. 5 Voices will help you not only in your sales life, but will help you in your team building life, will help you in your personal life. This is a great book, and we just got started. So you feel like you missed the boat in the first two meetings. Trust me, we are just cracking the book on this one. We've got a long way to go and a lot of content to cover. So join us. You see the times there. We post this on Crew every Thursday. So hop on and work on growing yourself in your business. All right, gang, take a quick pause here. Do we have, from any of the leaders here, any announcements or anything that you need to address with anything going on in your agencies?
Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. And thanks for mentioning the 5 voices. You guys, it's also a great way to connect. I know there's a lot of different meetings that we're adding that you're seeing. So, be sure that you're connecting somewhere, even if it's, once here and once there. The best way that you can continue to level up your success here is connecting, because you're going to meet amazing people and, you get to learn. That's what we're doing. We're learning. But I also wanted to let you know that I posted the Wayland National call that we had Sydney on. Sydney had an appointment this morning with a client she's been working with, and she wasn't sure she was going to finish up in time. But she was on the national call, and so was Chris, and so was I. And so I posted it in the announcements. So if you missed it, go back and listen to it, because Sydney does an amazing job of connecting with her families and referring. And then also just wanted to, also add another prayer out to Joanna on our team. She's, they just lost her mother-in-law, and then, going through that. We're a family here. That's what we're about. We're family here. We support each other. And I love that about what we have here. And then also just wanted to let you know real quick that, we have that team. I think it's called QMS. Is that right, Chris? Quality Management Services, that goes back and contacts our clients to review their policy. And I was telling Sydney last night that one of my clients called me and said, "Hey, Stella, is this legit? I got a call. They had my policy number, but I'm not sure if someone randomly calling me." And I said, "Oh yeah, no, that's legit," because they had his policy number, and it's our cemetery team. I said, "Oh yeah, no, it's legit." I said, "But Martin, I can help you. I can take care of you myself." And he's like, "Okay, great." So I started talking to him, asking him some questions, and we're actually going to upgrade his Living Promise to an Index Universal Life Express plan today. So I say all this to tell you that, people that you've helped in the past, I know there's a lot of brand new faces on here, which is super exciting to see. But those of you that have been helping people for a while, go back and call them. Like if you helped them a year ago, and, beat those other guys, because QMS is awesome. Like they'll do business for us and split the, whatever new plan that they're helping with, you get a piece of that. But why not let it be you? So go back, people a year ago, and call them and say, "Hi, I was calling to do a policy review. Right now is a perfect time, because we call this, insurance season for a reason. It's our all-time high, that we hit our all-time high numbers is right now, going through next, March or April. I mean, insurance season is all year long, but like the biggest amount of production you're going to see typically is in the winter months and the holiday months. And you might think, what holiday? I'm here to tell you, yes. So I just really wanted to point that out, because that was really exciting for me to get to, just kind of that light bulb go off for me yesterday, Chris. Thanks so much.
Cool. Thank you, Stella. Thank you for sharing those thoughts. Anybody else have anything that, any exciting announcements, news, anything you want to share about your situation? All right. Well, let's, Jim, can I put you on the spot? Are you where, Jim had a great thought and story to share with us, kind of a personal connection experience. If you're up for it, Jim, we'll go ahead and throw that over to you and have you share your thoughts.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate the time. over the weekend, I went back to my college. Every 5 years, we go back to honor our old coach. He passed away from cancer 10 years ago. So it was a gathering of friends and what we consider to be family. You know, this is people we've known for 35 years. And I was gifted by Coach with an extremely strong mindset. And I got away from it. And Symmetry put me back on the trail as far as my mindset. And I'm very thankful for that. And when we talk about mindset, I was extremely humbled in seeing my friend, his family in 2015 in the U.S. Virgin Islands went on vacation, and they went into a room that had been sprayed with pesticide. It's bad that it's a common occurrence. This happens a lot down there. Well, to condense the story, both of his sons are still in the hospital. One is in and out of the coma. Another one is paralyzed from the neck down. He is fighting like you wouldn't believe, but his wife, she is back to normal only because she left the room for a half an hour and went to the store in the hotel. So she's okay. But I saw Steve. This is the type of person he was. When we played, he was our captain. He didn't play a lick of football. He was not a good player, but he led the team. And you used to say to yourself, is this guy for real? I mean, is he really this positive? Well, when I saw him on Saturday, he was so excited that a new drug had helped him out where he was able to stand out of his wheelchair. And he is just the most positive person you could ever imagine. And you think about what he's been through, and it was just an unbelievably humbling experience for me. And it's something that will benefit me because, you know, if I'm feeling like it's a bad day, I'm just going to think about Steve. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you Google it, he's an amazing guy. His first job out of college was to go around with the Say No to Drugs robot. That was his job. He went around to schools making. That's the type of guy he was. And it's amazing. He was, when the Pope was in Philadelphia, I don't know how or why, but they were able to get together and the Pope blessed him. So it's just an amazing journey this man is on. And it was very humbling to see the strength that he had in his mind. And I just wanted to share that all with you. Thank you.
Wow, that is awesome, Jim. That man, you just you see somebody that goes through that, and how easy is it to say, you know, blame, that shouldn't have happened, that they were terrible, this was, you know, whether it was intentional or accident, you know, spend all your time kicking rocks and saying this is, you know, this shouldn't have happened, but you know, unfortunately it did. And to have that kind of mindset to be able to you know, look for those rays of sunshine, look for that positive. That's just that's a rare talent, a rare mindset. And you know, one that you know, I'm going to confess, that one's hard for me. I don't know that I would handle with such positivity, but I'm working on it. And that's the beautiful thing about we all have a choice. You know, we all have a choice on whether we grow and whether we develop that mindset, or whether we, you know, sit there and I forget, it's either master your mind or hardwiring happiness. Probably both of them, honestly, both of those books talk about, there are no neutral thoughts. Every thought you have is either building you up or tearing you down. So that's why it's very important to to watch your thought patterns. And we all have negative thoughts, but you gotta be aware of that and catch that. So man, that is awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Jim. Guys, it's there are times in this business where light bulb moments hit, and you would think, and maybe I'm just a slow learner. That's quite possible, but there are times where I think of something and I'm like, okay, I have no idea why we have not been doing this in the 7 years that I've been here. And it's obvious. I don't know why the lines aren't connecting, but for somehow. I think it's easy for us to all kind of get heads down and somebody says this is the path or the trail to run, and we just jump on it and start running. And sometimes it's good to stop and take a look around and see what is going on. That's why we always encourage people to stop and work more on yourself than you do your business, because taking that time away from your business provides clarity, provides inspiration, provides innovation. And I love, Stella, you unknowingly tapped into one of my themes. We're in the fourth quarter. Obviously we have the the football thing going today, and hats off to Jim for inspiring that. And Jim is now chief of inspiration, because he's also responsible for the Golden Chicken Award. It looks like he's maybe responsible for a foam finger, but getting back to what Stella was touching on, the fourth quarter is historically always been very, very strong in insurance sales. And for our company especially, in fact, our company in November and December is always record setting. And that's kind of a little bit outside the industry norm. Fourth quarter is strong, but usually it's kind of October into November. And then unfortunately, a lot of agents get a little too free with the freedom that they have in this business, being able to run your own schedule, and they take off the month of December and then wind up setting themselves behind starting out the first of the year. When in reality, you're at the perfect time of the year to have just unprecedented growth and personal success. And so really, and I love what Scott Mank always says, if you have, you can have a great November and December and really set your new year up for a very solid start. But you have to be intentional about that. And so, the light bulb moment hit me here just this week. And you've heard me a lot talking about the Jeremy Miner training and how much I've been impressed with that. And not only just the content, but the process that they go through in training. And their process, produces results. You hear some of the numbers of the people that have started this course and, started at a base level, maybe even a decent producer in whatever discipline they were in, whether it be insurance, car sales, solar sales. There's a lot of different industries represented in those training groups that I'm jumping on. But some of the testimonials where they started out as a baseline average rep, and all of a sudden they're doing 5x what they've ever done, and they're doing it consistently. And that comes back to process. And this is what the Jeremy Miner system is kind of reminding me of. Their process equals huge growth, exponential growth for the people that are plugging into it. And you're kind of tying this in with our football theme. High level performers have a daily routine. I think a lot of times we flip on the game on a Saturday or Sunday, and or Monday or Thursday, and however many nights we now have football nights, and we see those people hitting the field, and that's the only time that we see them is on the field. What we don't see is behind the camera, behind the hours that are spent every day going through probably some of the most mundane activities. The idea that somebody's in top physical shape needs to go work out. Well, how do they stay in top physical shape? Well, they go work out. Even though they play every week, they still go work out. The high level performers, they're making phenomenal catches and runs and passes and tackles on the field, but they still go practice every day throughout the week, even though they're doing well, that's because to do that on a Sunday, they've got to do it every day of the week. And even if they're performing at a high level, they still have coaches who are deconstructing everything that they're doing. If you've ever watched a football game, especially in recent years, technology has really changed the way even coaching and the game is played, because you'll see a player go to the sideline, and what do? They pick up a tablet. And if you've ever seen what's going on, they're pulling up videos of the plays that they just ran in the game, and they're reviewing what just happened. They're constantly working on their system, on the process. And, in practice, they're playing against each other within their own squads. They're running their plays against each other. Offense and defense are running their plays against each other. That helps both sides throughout the week to prepare for the week to come. And the reason I set that stage is because as I've been going through the minor training, I see the same correlation. You see these high level performers in sales, but what are they doing? They're showing up to these calls. They're showing up to practice. They're going through the study material. But not only that, as they go through the study material, as they practice, they're also doing role play. They're doing live role play every week. So a lot of those calls that are happening every week for those of us who are in the 3.0, what do they call it? The 3.0 group, they're actually role playing everything that they're going through. And you can tell some of these people have spent a lot of time. They already know their stuff, but they're still role playing it. And they're coming on and say, well, okay, here's a conversation I had this week. And I don't think it went like it should have. And so they're jumping on, and somebody else is volunteering to be that sounding board, to be that client, if you will, and give them an opportunity to run through and try that in a different format or a different way, or rerun that. And that's a light bulb moment for me, because, some of you may know this, some of you probably don't, but prior to coming to Symmetry, immediately prior, I was actually a regional sales rep for an exteriors company, windows and siding. And we were outside sales. We went out and met with people in their homes, talked about, the ways that we could help them improve their home. But ours was a sales system. One of the things that was very key, at least in that company, but I've been around enough of their companies, I think it's pretty much kind of industry wide in that industry, is they do a lot of this. They do a lot of role play. So every week in our sales meeting, we would, again, from the top level, high performers, all the way down to the brand new rep who just hadn't been in the home, has just learned the sales script, and we're role playing back and forth. And we're getting real-time feedback. We're getting real-time critique, positive critique, but still critique, and growing and building your business. And it's a huge benefit for all, because what we see as you watch that is you see everybody level up. Every week they come back, their numbers are just inching up, and again, not across the board, because, it still takes those people who are willing to do the work, put the time in, grow personally, develop their own skill set, and then bring that back to practice. And for those who did and engaged in this process, we saw exponential growth. And I see that again, and it reminded me as I've been watching and participating in the minor training every week. Guys, that to me has been a missing link in our process. And I'm taking this on as my project. I'm hoping some other leaders will get involved in this and want to be a part of this as well. But regardless, I just see it as such a huge value. I announced here about a month ago that we're going to start having role plays or just kind of a 15-minute on Monday morning and Monday afternoon I'm expanding that out to 30 minutes, and it's going to be a more involved role play than even what I had envisioned when I announced that. So we're going to expand that out to 30 minutes. We're going to be doing live role play, and I'm going to do the same format as the minor organization and what they're training. So you can come to that, and whatever piece of your process that you feel like you want to work on, even if you feel like you've got a pretty good handle on it, because again, what I can tell you is top level performers are always looking for that slight edge. What can they tweak? And so there's going to be an opportunity for us to run our sales process, whether it be on the phone call, whether it be it directly in front of a client. Obviously, we're not going to be able to run through the entire presentation, but the value in this process is picking out pieces where you feel like, okay, this is where I really feel like it's rough, or I'm getting stuck, or this is where I feel like I'm engaging with the client and then they disengage. Something's happening there and I don't know what it is. Okay, so this is an opportunity for us to give each other real-time feedback. But the benefit is, because you're working with somebody who's also doing the same thing that you're doing, they hear all the same objections that you hear. They see the same general responses in interactions that we all see. This is an opportunity for them to, for Stella and I to be doing a role play. And Stella's going through her process, and she says something. I'd say after the fact, I say, Stella, this all went good up to this point, and here's how I heard it being outside of you. And she may say, well, that's not what I was trying to say. But that happens. See, that's part of the communication process. So, guys, I'm excited about this. This is a light bulb moment that I feel like I don't know why. We always tell people, go through, learn the script, practice on your friends, your family, your dog. The problem is none of those people really know how to give you feedback because they're not in the business. And that's okay to start there. But at some point, if you want to level up, you've got to start getting real-time critique and feedback on what's going on in your actual process. And this is an opportunity for those of you who, again, I don't care if this day one is a brand new agent or if you're already cranking out 20, 30 grand a month, we can all level up. We can all level up, and that's an opportunity for us to do that. And this is a key point. As I've watched, these top level performers in the minor training, and then again, it jogged my memory. I go back to my days in exterior sales and their sales system, and realizing, man, that was such a critical piece. And the time that we spent going through and again, going through that sales process and having somebody else say back to you, yeah, that's pretty good, but here's something that I caught, and we won't ever catch it. Trust me. I'm not going to take the time to tell you some situations that I was in riding with a sales trainer buddy from that industry. But, there would be times we'd walk out of home. He's like, hey, do you know what you did there? Did you hear yourself? Did you see what you said? And I would probably argue with him and tell him, no, that didn't happen. But because he was outside and I was so focused on trying to just get to the next step, I didn't catch. Maybe it's something subtle like tonality. These are all little pieces. And again, you want to look at these guys, who are in the minor training, who are going from 5,000 a month to 50,000 a month. That it's not a huge leap. If you really break down what's happening there, it's a bunch of small little adjustments in their process. And usually it's not around the presentation. It's usually around tonality, certain individual words that are being dropped in that maybe have a negative connotation. Subconsciously is taking that client out of that process. And guys, it's so much of this process is just small adjustments have such huge impact, such huge gains. And so, again, kind of rambling on about this at this point, but I'm trying to impress upon you because I have seen it in action. I know what it does for people who take it seriously and who, again, want to grow personally. So again, as a reminder, we have that Monday morning role play training at 9 a.m. Central. Do your own conversions, and then 5:30 Central on Monday. I'll have Ash update the announcements, but come to those. Understand it's going to be a safe space. That's the other thing about this is the opportunity, instead of buying a lead, going out or you're getting on a Zoom, giving a presentation and then missing it, and then feeling like you spent money and lost the sale. This is an opportunity for you to come in, do some interaction, get some real-time feedback, take that into your sales process that week, and start making those tweaks that are going to drive your numbers up. Stella, you had a question or a comment.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. And I just wanted to add two things, if you don't mind. And one is you brought up such a good point, how sometimes it just takes a minor tweak. And early on, I struggled really hard with people showing up to my appointments. And I remember calling you. I used to call you all the time. I couldn't figure this out. Why isn't this happening? And you listened to a couple of my recordings, and you're like, it was just a minor tweak. And you said, you don't realize it, Stella, but you're giving them an out. So like at the end, when I'd make the appointment, I said something on the lines of, but if you can't make it, here's my number. He's like, stop saying that. Like, don't give them an out. And early on, when I didn't know better, because I don't know salesperson. I've never had any sales experience. I mean, a little bit, but not like, a lot of people come in here with all this great sales experience. And it was just a minor tweak. And so I stopped doing it, and I had a lot more, and I started nailing down, using more assumptive, and then, asking questions like what Jeremy Miner's talking about. But back then it was the same thing of, asking them questions to make sure that they were going to show up. So it was a minor tweak. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard on SoundCloud audios of previous people weren't making any appointments. Literally, remember Rachel Hastings, like her and Lee Jedlicka, minor tweaks. All of a sudden they were making 50,000 APV a month. Like, it's just a minor tweak sometimes. And it's always in the tonality or how you're asking the questions, So I just wanted to say that. And then I would challenge everybody here to email you, Chris, with what you feel like is a challenge for you, so that we could address that in the role playing. So like, if you feel like, well, that's not my problem, I feel like this isn't happening for me. What do you say when they do this? Or what do you say, or what do you do? Whether it's making appointments, they're not showing up, or excuses, think about it. It's whatever it is that is your challenge, then email that to Chris. And that's why we're here, to help you. Like, you have firsthand mentorship here, and Chris is the one that, has helped me to learn, how him and this whole system, the system has, helped me to learn how to write over 30,000 APV, but he's coached me, on being able to help me with those identifiers. So if you're not, writing business like you want to, and you're not sending those questions to him, and you're not going to the role playing, then, you're missing out.
Yeah, awesome input. Thank you, Stella. And yeah, sure. I mean, we're going to run it the same as what I see the minor organization run. And that's just like this. Everybody jumps on a Zoom, and basically what happens, I'm going to do it. I'm going to raise my hand. You'll see it pop up, and they just go in order of who's raised their hand. Okay. Chris, what's your challenge this week? What do you want to work on? And so they'll pull out, so when I'm talking with a husband and wife, the wife is always on board, but the husband's not. How do I get them both on board? Or maybe, again, it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's at the beginning. Maybe it's at the very end. Maybe it's transitions. The beautiful thing about this is it doesn't have to be the same for everybody. And again, with this role play process, I raise my hand, and then we have a volunteer. So maybe Jim says, yeah, I'll go ahead and role play with you. And so I jump in. Okay, here's where I'm starting in my script. Here's the process that I'm going through. And I roll through it. Jim acts like a customer. He again, and one of the benefits for us is because we're all in the same system. We generally know how customers are going to respond, what they're going to say, so he can give that realistic feedback to me by saying the things that I'm most likely going to hear, and also giving me that objection and giving me an opportunity, or maybe not an objection, but maybe that challenge, giving me an opportunity to answer that. And everybody, the collective, hears what I say. And then we open up the mics, and you know, maybe Donna says, well, I like what you said, but right here, this is where I think you went off the rails. And somebody else may disagree. You know, Stacy may come on and say, yeah, but I also think this could have gone a little differently too. So, and part of that is, guys, one, you know, you're going to get critiques. So, you know, you can't take it personally, but understand it's for the growth and development of your business. Number two, if you're a critiquer, obviously critique in a way that's going to be helpful. I don't think we're going to have a problem with that, but I still want to lay it on the table just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. This is not, you know, grab the face mask and pull them in and you know, tell them what a loser they were and go back out and do it again. This is all about personal and positive development. And we all learn and grow together through this process. And it may be your challenge that you're having could be something else that somebody else is also having struggle with. Maybe they don't even realize it yet, but they have an opportunity by hearing, you know, the feedback, the critique given by the team, where they say, "Oh, light bulb moment for me. I can adopt what that was just shared. I think that would actually help me in that. You know, I didn't think I had a problem. I think this would actually help me there."
And can I add something, Chris?
Sure.
We're always learning, teams. We are always learning. I had someone I was onboarding, and they asked me, so how long is the training last? I said, forever. Forever. I said, I'm still in training. Like Chris is in training, and Jeremy Minor, because that's why we're ahead of everyone else in the insurance industry with everything we have, because we're so focused on self-improvement and not only that, but because we stay ahead of the game, you know, whether it's automations or whatever else is out there, we pivot overnight to be able to stay ahead with everything that we do here. And so it's constant learning. So, you know, if you ever feel like you've arrived, or I don't need it, or, you know, or if you just feel bashful, like Chris said, we're just here to support you and guide you. You're likely going to get more encouragement than criticism, but yeah, just, you know, I like welcome it, welcome it.
Awesome. Love it. All right, gang. Any thoughts, questions, anything anybody has to? We've got about 5 minutes here, so just kind of doing an open floor here for anybody that has anything they want to throw out. You good?
Somebody's got something to say.
Is Donna wearing Giants pink?
No, but I'm wondering why you look like a bumblebee. That's what I'm thinking before.
It's the throwback jersey. Throwback jersey.
Well, it's either that or it's from your time that we were in Sing Sing. I couldn't quite figure out which it was.
On the chain gang?
What was your chain gang number there, Jim? Yeah, oh, 53. All right. 53, get back to work. All right, gang. Great to see you all. Let's finish up the week strong. Look forward to seeing you all join me Monday morning. And we'll be on, and again, we're doing it 2 times a day. For those of you who maybe have other jobs or responsibility in the morning, join us in the afternoon, or if you have stuff in the afternoon, join us in the morning. We'll make it work.
Join the book club.
And join the book club.
It's a Monday at 9 and Monday at 5 Central Time.
5:30. 9 and 5:30.
Okay.
We'll get the graphics updated.
Okay. 9 and 5:30. All right.
Yep. All right. Great to see you all. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.